Have the men given up? I'm serious. They just like stopped. They don't want to have sex anymore. They don't want to go on dates with women. They just want to hang out with their boys. Like, look, I get it. Men want to hang out with men. They want to do their thing. They don't want to care about women drama anymore. I don't know. Maybe someone can explain to me what's going on, because as long as men are not approaching women, they are going to be single. And women are having a great time. From what I've seen, single women are having a great time. Yes, maybe they want boyfriends, they want to hook up, but single women are having a great time. The single men, I don't know, not so much. What do you think?
I heard a creator say the male loneliness epidemic is self-induced, while women who stay single longer is self-preservation. And if this comment doesn't just shout that, I don't know what else does. So you realize why women are going for the top 10, 20% of men, right? Let me help you. Because those are the men that have emotional intelligence and emotional security. Those are the men that have a growth mindset. Types of men have like a career and they're pushing their lives forward in a positive way. While I know a lot of you who are like, but it's still all these women, they're not choosing me. Well, no, because you have that attitude. What woman wants to be with a guy who sits at home and does nothing to better himself? What woman wants to be with a guy who bitches and complains that he's not getting chosen, even though he's not doing anything to get chosen? Oh yeah. The male loneliness epidemic, the reason that women are choosing the top 10, 20% of men is because those men are actually doing something with their lives. You want to have someone choose you, you got to choose yourself first. You got to be good at who you are in order for somebody else to choose you or want you or be good enough to like be in the top 20%. And guess what? The more men that have that mindset, the bigger the pool becomes, right? There's going to be more men to choose from because they're also doing the things that the top 10, 20% of men are doing. Wow. I don't know how I have to explain this. Like, wow.
There's a man up here that posted and said, we aren't having a male loneliness epidemic. It's natural selection. No one is choosing you because you don't have the things that would make a very good next generation. It's not male loneliness. It is inadequacy and incompetence. And honestly, probably something about the way you look just doesn't sit right with people. So.
A lot of you men are saying that girls need to start making the first move now? What? Who's the one that gets down on one knee? It sounds like delusion. Like, you have literal balls. And you want me, a girl, to be like, hey, babe, I got movie night set up. Well, it depends. I mean, if I really love my man, though, I don't mind. But, no, that's crazy. On dates like that, this is why there's a lonely man epidemic. Because your mindset is, like, super delusional. Like, what's wrong with you? You want girls... Now, after we start making those first moves, you're going to want us to pay the entire rent. You're going to want us to completely take care of you. You're going to want to be the stay-at-home dad. Like, what's next? What's next? Are you going to want us to get on our one knee and propose to you too? Is that what you want? Also, why is this happening? Why can't we just go back to the traditional ways? I know a lot of women, they could have their little moments where they're a little thotty, but men have their moments where they're a little too womanly. You are a man, a straight man at that. Unless you want to go the other way. Different story. I really hope you guys elevate, honestly.
This is so sad. You'd rather risk not ruining someone's night, but what if you made their night? Single men are not going up to women because you're too scared you're going to ruin her night. Are you a serial killer? You're going to make her night by going up to her in real life.
The secret to what women want is simple. They want guys who are happy single. If you're a single guy, the most important thing you can do is stop waiting around for a girlfriend to live your best life. Proactively find things that make you happy, that have nothing to do with women. Maybe this means leaving your comfort zone and learning to travel alone, or making new friends, or even starting a new career. Once you put yourself first, women will follow.
Let's just talk about the lonely man epidemic that my sister kind of talked about the other day. And basically, it's that so many men are lonely because a lot of women are not willing to date them because, one, women are getting better paying jobs, they're getting better careers, and they're getting more educated in the sense that these women who are just getting hotter and smarter and making more money don't want just a regular mediocre man. And the thing is, with guys that do have pretty well-paying jobs and multiple degrees and are self-sufficing in pretty good ways, they are arrogant. There's not a lot of people that are very humble but also have a lot of things in their life. So in that point, there's something called the lonely man epidemic, because a lot of women are not willing to date just regular men. They want to have a really good provider, a really good quality man, but there's not a lot of them out there these days. Even if they do exist, a lot of them are taken. So it's like you're not going to crash someone else's wedding or their relationship. So that's why women just prefer to be single these days.
So this woman was in a restaurant. She's looking around and all she sees is other women. Nobody on a date. No man and woman on a date. Just women, as she said, dating each other. So the commentary is that men don't want to be on dates anymore. They don't want to go out with women because it's a waste of time and money. So my question is, do men ever like going on a date? Do men like going on dates? They like going to restaurants and trying different foods and things like that. Is it something that they only did because women like to do it? Like if I'm going to get in a relationship and I say I want to go to a restaurant, am I making him do something that he doesn't want to do? A lot of men say they just rather stay home. But what do you guys think?
I do not think men realize or understand how much effort and energy and preparation a woman will go through before seeing a man. Like everything, shower, brushing our teeth 5 fucking times, skincare, sometimes a full face of makeup, sometimes not. A natural look is fine too. And then a man cancels on the girl. Like, do y'all not fucking care? Like, women will go through so much fucking shit before seeing a man just to get canceled on. And I tell myself if that happens to me, okay, I did an everything shower for myself. I'm extra clean. My face is glowing. But it's so irritating. And I think this is one of the reasons why there's a male lonely epidemic. Stop making plans with women if you have no intention of actually going through with the plans. Women go through a lot of shit before seeing a man. Like, a lot of us are not like bums and lazy. Like, we make sure our whole body smells like vanilla and coconut. Like, hello?
As a single woman, I'm getting a little worried when I scroll on this app that like all of the good single men, 30-year-olds and up, or near that range, they are, if they're single, they're staying inside and doing exactly what I would want to do, which is like binge a show and like order and take out. Like, why when I'm scrolling, I'm seeing all these like cute men who look like they have their head on their shoulders. They probably don't. Let's just be fucking real. But they're all like staying inside. Like, what I'm trying to do is text a girlfriend and be like, hey, you know what? Instead of me cuddling into bed and binging all of Real Housewives, let's go out. Because I'm just hoping that one day, like, I meet my husband, like, meet cute randomly. Like, I got to go out and do that, right? I have to, like, actually put myself out there. I have to actually do my makeup and, like, put on a cute outfit and do that, you know? Crazy concept. But I have a fear that all of the good single 30-year-old men are doing the opposite. Hey, get out there. Please. Stop ordering takeout by your fucking self and wait for me to be there with you to do it, okay? Fuck, literally, I don't... Probably gonna run into a douchebag. Pray for me.
You are being selfish by not approaching women. Let me explain. When it comes to approaching women, a lot of guys hold back because they're afraid of coming across as creepy or making a bad impression. And honestly, that fear makes sense. Because we've all seen guys out there who are approaching women without any thought. Guys who make it awkward, disrespectful, or just plain uncomfortable. And it's those guys that women are wary of. But here's the thing. You are not one of those guys. The fact that you even care about how you're coming across, or that you don't want to impose on her day or bother her, puts you in a completely different category. Here's the truth. Women want to be approached. Would you agree with me if I told you that women are also looking for that love story that starts at the bookstore or a coffee shop or at the gym? Nobody wants to be a Bumble success story. Sure, they'll take it if that's what happens. But deep down, women want it to happen organically too. So for you, stop denying women the opportunity to get to know such a great guy. Take the step and make the move.
You know, I don't see the male loneliness epidemic as women walking away from men. I actually see it as us creating space for men to step in to positions of leading their own lives the way that they want to lead their own lives, right? Because any man who is genuinely interested in creating a relationship with a woman understands that there are things that you need to do to make yourself desirable. The power that men can get from picking up a book and reading it is unbelievable. And I don't think that men realize that the more educated you become around what women are looking for and what they're interested in, the better their outcomes will be. It is literally the equivalent of pain point marketing in the marketing world and in the social media space. We look at what pain points our clients are suffering with. We look at what their goals are, and we adjust our messaging to those things so that we can attract more of those people in. And I think it's the exact same when we apply it to the male loneliness epidemic. If men are so interested in finding a partner in which research has shown that men are happier, they make more money, and they have a better longevity and better quality of life when they are in a relationship with a woman, then that's something that they should probably learn to do in order to find a woman who they want to settle with. And so actually, I think it's a really empowering thing.
My dad said it seems like young men don't want to get married anymore, and I wanted to ask the internet why that might be. Like, I definitely have ideas of why it might be, but I'd rather hear from real people. It's also interesting that it coincides with that statistic that's been thrown around a lot lately, which is that 40% of women of marriageable age are going to be single by the year 2030. And what's interesting is it's by choice. Like, we're all choosing not to do this anymore. And I know that for a lot of women, myself included, there's a lot of hesitancy because we've been hurt and we're afraid. So I'm curious, what is it from the male perspective? Or do you think all of this is just like a consequence of the culture we live in now with like hookup culture and the internet? I don't know. Let me know what I should tell my dad. Thanks.
What is happening? Marriage in Australia is at an all-time low. Check out the trend the last 50 years. The only exception where in a year it did trend upward was directly post-COVID. So in COVID, we saw a drastic decline for obvious reasons. And then post-COVID, we saw an increase, but then it continued to trend down. The state with the highest rate of marriage is New South Wales, followed by Western Australia. And then the state with the lowest rate of marriage is Northern Territory. Now, whilst people aren't or opting to get married, it doesn't mean they're single, although the stats do show more people are living alone than in previous decades.
Okay, men, Black men especially, please answer me this. Why is it that many of y'all refuse to go to curated dating events? I'm talking about events where the vibes are already set, the ambiance is right, the music is good, the drinks are flowing. You're basically guaranteed to meet somebody who's actually interested in you and is serious about dating. You're pretty much set up to win. Conversation starters and prompts so there's no awkward silence, a bit of a structured experience, and maybe a little turn up afterward. So my question is it that dating events like this require a certain type of intention and vulnerability, and the patriarchy taught you that pursuing connection with effort somehow makes you less masculine or something? Because the patriarchy told y'all that you're supposed to just stumble into love and not actually prepare for it? Because we see how that's turning out. The women are doing the work. They're showing up, they're investing, they're trying something different, stepping out of their comfort zone, taking risks. Isn't risk-taking a part of masculinity too? So what is it really? Is it the event itself or the unlearning the patriarchy part?
The reason no one is dating anymore is because women are attracted to men who don't exist yet, and men are attracted to women that no longer exist. There has always been many mediocre and performative relationships in the world, and the only reason why these relationships lasted was because women had fewer legal rights, financial independence, or options to leave. Women started to take control of their lives. They evolved. They became independent, while men sit resentful asking who will make them a fucking sandwich. And today, even if a woman deeply wants a relationship, she won't sacrifice herself anymore. And the whole idea of successful families used to rely on one person taking care of that family. And guess who that person was? A woman.
Wonder why high-value men are not approaching you? It's not because they don't exist. It's because women scared them all away. All I see on social media is men being canceled and scrutinized just for being men. We have literally embarrassed, belittled, and threatened men just for trying to approach us women. I understand there are some horror stories out there, but women can be just as guilty. All the high value men are doing the same thing us women do on a daily basis. Like go to the gym, go to work, get coffee, go to the grocery store. The problem is that women have become so cold and out of touch with our feminine energy that men are literally horrified of being that guy or getting canceled and trashed on. Most of them have just completely backed off because we women have been screaming at them not to come talk to us. We have to take accountability for our action and behavior as women and stop making men look like monsters and start embodying our feminine energy to be more warm and inviting for the right man to swoop you off your feet.
Women in 2026 are walking away from the feminist movement because of how contradictory it has become. It's clear that modern feminists seem to hate men, but they also love masculinity. They'll tell you men are toxic, but then they'll turn around and praise women for acting like the worst types of men. If you're loud and aggressive and like selfish, if you sleep around and you're emotionally detached from people, that's bad if you are a man. But if you're a woman, like that's empowering. That's like slay queen. If those traits are really bad in men, why are we encouraging women to adopt them? And on the flip side, what happens to women who are more feminine? The ones who are more nurturing and soft and devoted to their children and their family, like the way women have been since the dawn of time. Those women, they're weak. They are brainwashed. They are oppressed. They are just victims of the patriarchy. Why? Because they don't act like men. Being harsh and reckless and self-centered is bad unless a woman does it. And being gentle and loving and family-oriented is good only when a man does it. But when a woman does it, it's bad. That's not empowerment. That's not leading women to be happier. Real empowerment would be valuing women for what we naturally bring to the table. Not telling us that the only way to be respected and empowered is to mimic the very traits we claim to hate in men. It's just starting to feel less like feminism and less like about femininity and about women and more just like a rebrand of masculinity.
Y'all bullied men so much that they are all now banding together to enter their soft guy era. You bullied them and said that they're toxic if they're too masculine. Being a tough guy or a macho manly guy isn't gonna work for women. Well, you bullied them and it worked. And guess what? You aren't gonna be happy about the monsters you beautiful monsters you created with all this drizzle soft guy energy entering the chat. Well, guess what, ladies? Who's gonna take out the garbage? The guys have all joined a pact together and said, it's your job to take out the garbage. Who's gonna be the passenger princess? Not you, it's him. All of these guys are joining together to now be in their soft guy era. And I don't think it's gonna change. In fact, expect more sass. Just when you thought you had too much sass in your relationship, just being you, more sass has entered the relationship. I don't know what y'all created, why you did this. Honestly, go for men. Good for you. As much as I love a manly man, I also love a man who is in tune with their feminine side, in tune with their emotions. I do think guys deserve it, just like we do. I would never ask something for myself that I wouldn't give in return. If I ask you to go get my water or go get me a snack, you better believe that I'm cooking you dinner and I'm doing your laundry. Frank here is a male cat, so he has also entered his soft guy era. Frank, what do you think? It's great.
Okay, so I find it a little bit ridiculous how people hate on passport bros so much. Honestly, I don't get the hate. I don't understand the hate because women do this too. I personally know 3 different women who left the country. I'm from Canada. They left Canada to go abroad to a different foreign country to find love. They moved there and they made a decision that they were going to find their husbands there. So in my opinion, everyone just needs to chill out. There are certain cities in Canada and in the US. For example, I'll give you some examples. So New York, LA, Toronto, these cities, people, they know that they're not really going to find relationships there because it's more of a hookup city, right? And people leave these cities all the time to go find relationships. They move to different cities. So what's the difference of a guy moving to a different country because he knows that what he's looking for isn't really here? I mean, in the West, feminism has taken over. But why not go to a country where it hasn't been taken over by feminism and the morals and their views are more suited towards your morals and your views? Why would you not take that chance? Why would you not take that opportunity to move somewhere where there's more of a chance that you'll be able to find someone that has your same principles and your same values. And with the average guy, a lot of guys don't even get a fair chance with women because a lot of women have these unrealistic standards and they're going for the same guys. Guys, they're tired of being placeholders. They're tired of being backups. They want to find love. They want to find someone with their same morals, their same values. And why not go somewhere where there's more of a chance to find that? What's the big deal?
Some men will choose a life of solitude simply because they've been so hurt by women in the past. They don't know how to trust women, and honestly, they don't even know if it's worth it. So if this man is willing to let you into his heart and he's willing to work on things, he's going to require patience and reassurance. But know that if you're in that spot, he's not going to let you go.
Don't shoot the messenger. Feminism told y'all be strong, independent, and alone. And y'all followed it to the grave. Y'all push all the good men away, call submission slavery, and think being difficult is cute. Now y'all 35 and tired, looking around like, oh, where the good men at? Sis, they moved on. Real men want peace, not problems in a lace front and a loud voice. Feminism sold y'all freedom, but they didn't mention the price. Loneliness.